Welcome to my humble abode. My name is Lisa, and this is Mysterious Mystical Moments. Today is Weird But True Wednesday, and I would like to invite you to California, where this week is my topic. This coming Friday is going to be about hotels in California. But the first stop I want to take you is in a place called Preston Castle. Now, Preston Castle was a brutal boys' school that's set up for wayward boys. Instead of sending them to prison or sending them to juvenile hall or whatever they call it, they sent them to this school to learn a trade, like farming or, mechanics or anything like that they learned in this school. But the school was horrible. I mean, they just was brutal about discipline and everything. And in 1890, a Home for Wayward Boys school to learn a trade, to become a sufficient learning skills in the real world. Now, they had, like I said, they did woodworking, cobbler, baker, farmer, livestock. But on June the 13th, 1894, discipline was extreme starvation, isolation, public paddling, lashing, and severe, just cruelty if these children did not go by the rules. Now, Samuel Grown is supposedly, and I'm not sure if I pronounced his name right, excuse me, but he is one of the 6 deaths known from that school. Now, he tried 3 times to escape, and on the 3rd time he was shot in the back by one of the teachers or the guards or whatever, and killed. Now, that is how severe these children were there. Instead of, it was like a federal prison type thing. It wasn't no school, it wasn't no reform house, it wasn't no juvenile hall or anything. It was a cruel prison type thing. And in 1950, the housekeeper, Ann Corbin, was beaten to death in the school's basement. And they tried to blame a black student, Eugene Monroe. Now, one of the few black children at the school. And they tried him twice. So he went to court and they tried him twice, but it was a hung jury both times, They're like, no, yes, some people said no and some people said yes. So no one really knows who killed her. And they finally closed the doors in 1960. So you can just imagine what this Preston Castle is like. Now, you can have overnight tours there. You can daytime tours or whatever, and you can spend the night there exactly, and have your own little ghost hunt. But like I said, so much pain and so much anger and so much hatred, and it just, the walls probably absorbed so much cruelty and everything in there that place would probably be really bad to go visit. The next one, excuse me, and I do want to do a recap. A special one about the Roosevelt Hotel. Now, there's a little girl in 1992, and her name was Caroline, and she was pegged by a psychic that came in there and did her ghost hunting type situation. Now, she met her in the penthouse library. Now, that's where Marilyn Monroe lived. And her name was Caroline, and in search of her mother. She was kept on crying, and she wanted to talk to her mother and be with her mother. Well, she is seen in the lobby and around the grounds in a pink jacket and jeans. Now, that gives you a little hint of what Fear Friday is going to be like. I will be discussing the Roosevelt and other hotels in that area. Now, the next site that I would like to take you to is kind of personal because I love this gentleman and these people, but some of it is very sad, and it's called the Viper Room. Now, the Viper Room was owned at first by, it was a nightclub, and it was by mobster Mickey Cohen. Now, of course, mobsters, you know, the big word was that he had plenty of killings and stuff like that here, and gunfights and everything in that room. Well, this one, the Viper Room, became 8852 Sunset Boulevard, the Viper Room nightclub in West Hollywood, California, and it was the hangout in 1993 for the elite. And it was part owned by Johnny Depp. Now, Johnny Depp owned it with his other 21 Jump Street co-star, Sal Janko. Now, they opened it up, and like I said, it was the Hollywood it crowd of 1993, and it was party central on them. But it also has many tragedies to it. And a couple of them really hit home to me because I love these people. Of course, I love Johnny Depp. But on 1993, on the morning of Halloween, it was like the Halloween Eve or whatever, and then real early in the morning, River Phoenix died of a drug overdose outside of the Viper Room. Now, of course, a lot of us know about River Phoenix's death and the way he had passed away of a drug overdose and everything like that, and that was a horrific story. But it is said that his ghost is still there, and I believe a couple of the channels, ghost hunters or whatever you want to call them, paranormal people have went there. Several paranormal people went there. But to get in contact with him. But also in 1997, a couple days before his death, was singer Michael Hutchins on from INXS. Now, Michael was a sexy, young, handsome musician who loved to play, and he was in LA at the time when he met up with a couple people, and they said, "Hey, we're going to play at the Viper Room, come on over and sing with us or do that with us." And he's like, "Okay." So they went, and he sang with Billy Gibbons off of ZZ Top, which he was so excited about meeting him and talking to him and being there with him. Just days before his death, on November 22nd, 1992. The Viper Room, unfortunately, will be demolished now, and I'm sure it's probably done already, and replaced by a 12-story glass high-rise. What a shame. Anthony Fox, for friends, mishandling of money, disappeared. Late 2001, his truck was found a few weeks, but no one knows of him, and he has never been seen again. So this Anthony Fox in 2001 has never been seen again. Now, supposedly, Johnny Depp had turned over his shares of the Viper Room in 2004 to Fox's daughter, and has nothing to do with it today. But of course, Anthony Fox stole money from the club and stuff, and he just completely disappeared, so nobody knows where he's at now. Now, Sunset Strip is supposedly a big bar scene. If you don't make it on the Sunset Strip, then you are not a musician, they say. Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, everybody has played on the Sunset Strip, and that's a big, all the way back from Elvis to nowadays. Of course, I'm not sure if, like I said, the Viper Room is not there no more. It's a high-rise. But, does it have a death curse? Does that spot have a death curse? Maybe. I mean, it's seen a lot of violence with Mickey Cohen. It's seen a lot of deaths when it was the Viper Room. So, is it cursed? Like I said, Michael Hutchins died 3 days after being there. It's strange, but true. All of it's true. So, thank you for watching. Please share some kindness and shine your inner light for those in the dark.